The first unboxing video of the DJI Osmo Pocket 4 has finally leaked, and if you've been waiting to see what DJI has planned next for its tiny powerhouse camera, this might be the most exciting leak yet. At first glance, the Osmo Pocket 4 may look familiar. In fact, it looks very much like an upgraded version of the Pocket 3 rather than a complete redesign. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. DJI appears to be taking the "if it isn't broken, improve it" approach here, focusing on practical upgrades instead of changing what already worked. Inside the box, the leak shows the DJI Osmo Pocket 4 camera body, an extension arm, a stand, an extra light, ND filters, a mic cradle, charging cables, charger, strap, and surprisingly, 2 carrying bags. That's a pretty generous bundle, especially if DJI includes most of this in the standard package. But here's something interesting. Why is DJI bundling so many creator-focused accessories right out of the box? That suggests Pocket 4 may be aimed even more aggressively at serious content creators, not just casual users. DJI clearly knows who this camera is for: travel vloggers, YouTubers, TikTok creators, hybrid shooters, anyone wanting professional stabilization in a tiny form factor. And honestly, that strategy makes sense. One of the biggest changes revealed in the leak is the addition of 2 new physical buttons on the Pocket 4. The Pocket 3 didn't have these, and they're expected to make operation much faster and easier during shooting. Based on the leak, these buttons will likely be used for quick gimbal centering and zoom controls. That may sound minor at first, but for creators filming on the go, having dedicated hardware controls instead of tapping through menus can make a huge difference. And yes, zoom is getting attention too. Both the Pocket 4 and updated Pocket 3 reportedly support 2x in-sensor zoom, giving creators more framing flexibility without carrying extra gear. Another highly requested upgrade appears to be a magnetic modular fill light. This new accessory attaches directly to the back of the camera head and could be a game changer for low-light vloggers. If you've ever tried filming indoors, at night, or in poorly lit environments with a compact camera, you know lighting can make or break your footage. DJI finally seems to be addressing that pain point in a smart, modular way. DJI is also redesigning the protective case. The new Pocket 4 case is smaller and more compact than the one included with the Pocket 3. While a smaller case sounds nice for portability, many users will be hoping this redesign also fixes one common complaint from Pocket 3 owners: the tendency for the cover to slip off too easily. Smaller is great, but only if it's actually more secure. Internally, the Osmo Pocket 4 looks set to deliver some major improvements as well. Leaks suggest it will come with 107 GB of built-in internal storage, which means many users may not need to worry about carrying micro SD cards as often. That's a substantial amount of onboard storage for a device this small, and should appeal to travel creators and casual users alike. Even more impressive is the rumored 14 stops of dynamic range. If accurate, this would give the Pocket 4 much better control over highlights and shadows, allowing it to retain more detail in difficult lighting situations. For creators shooting sunsets, city lights, backlit scenes, or high-contrast environments, this could be one of the most meaningful upgrades. But perhaps the most surprising part of the leak is the audio setup. According to the unboxing video, DJI may be including the DJI Mic 3 directly in the standard retail box. That's a huge shift from previous generations, where premium accessories like wireless microphones were usually reserved for the separate Creator Combo package. Interestingly, the leaked packaging doesn't mention Creator Combo branding at all. So what does that mean? DJI may be moving toward a new strategy, offering a single premium version of the Osmo Pocket 4 with Pro Audio included by default. If true, that would simplify the buying process and make the Pocket 4 a far more complete content creation package straight out of the box. Considering how popular the Pocket 3 Creator Combo has been, and how often it sells out, this move would make a lot of sense. As for launch timing, the leak suggests DJI may release the Osmo Pocket 4 earlier than expected, with an April 16th launch date now rumored for China. Previous reports had pointed to April 20th, while US availability is still rumored for late April. Either way, we likely won't have to wait much longer. Now let's talk price. A supplier in Guangzhou has reportedly opened pre-sales for the Pocket 4, listing it at €420.47, or roughly $455 US. But before you panic, that price reportedly applies only to bulk orders of at least 2 units, meaning it may not reflect final retail pricing. So the actual official price could still change, and depending on DJI's strategy, it could launch higher, or possibly even lower in some regions. Which raises another question. What price do you think DJI should launch the Pocket 4 at? Would $449 be fair? Or does it need to stay under $400 to be competitive? So the big question is, has DJI done enough with the Pocket 4, or were you hoping for a bigger upgrade over the Pocket 3? Let me know, because this might be one of DJI's smartest upgrades yet, or its safest. Let me know in the comments. I'm genuinely curious where people stand on that. The hype around DJI's next compact drone just got very real. And this time, it's not just rumors or blurry leaks. The official retail box of the DJI Leo X1 has surfaced, and it tells us a lot more than you might expect. In fact, this leak pretty much confirms that launch is right around the corner. Let's break it down in a way that actually makes sense. First off, the biggest signal here is the packaging itself. When a product reaches the stage where its retail box is finalized, it usually means one thing: it's ready to ship. That's exactly what we're seeing with the Leo X1. The design, labeling, and bundle details are all locked in, which strongly suggests that units are already being prepared for retailers. If everything goes as expected, the drone will likely launch shortly after the upcoming DJI Osmo Pocket 4 announcement. Now, here's where things get really interesting: the weight. Right on the box, DJI labels the drone as ultra léger, which means ultra light. That confirms the Leo X1 weighs under 249 grams. If you're new to drones, that number is a big deal. In many countries like the US, UK, and across Europe, drones under 249 grams fall into a much easier regulatory category. That means fewer restrictions, and in some cases, no registration at all. For creators, travelers, or beginners, this removes a huge barrier to entry. And honestly, that's exactly who this drone feels designed for. Whether you're a travel vlogger trying to capture cinematic shots on the go, or someone just getting into drones, the Leo X1 seems built to be simple, portable, and stress-free. No complicated setup, no heavy gear, just take it out of your bag and fly. Speaking of gear, the exact model name revealed on the box is quite a mouthful: DJI Leo X1 Fly More Combo Plus, DJI RC2. But behind that long name is something pretty exciting. This isn't just the base version, it's the premium bundle, and it comes packed. Inside the box, you're getting the Leo X1 drone itself, along with the DJI RC2, a controller that has a built-in screen, meaning you don't even need your phone to fly. That alone makes the experience smoother and more professional. On top of that, DJI includes a two-way charging hub, a shoulder carry bag, USB-C cables, a screwdriver, and 3 pairs of spare propellers. It's the kind of bundle that feels complete right out of the box. There's also a hint that batteries might be included, but not clearly visible in the leak, so expect at least one, if not more. Another small but important detail is software support. The box shows QR codes for the DJI Fly app, available on both iOS and Android. It also mentions compatibility with editing tools like iMovie and Final Cut Pro X, plus support for HEVC video format. That's a good sign DJI is targeting content creators who care about both shooting and editing quality footage. There are also some technical labels worth noting. The unit shown is marked as a beta unit, not for sale, which means it's likely a pre-production sample. Still, these boxes don't appear unless everything is basically finalized. What's missing, though, is just as important. We still don't know the camera specs, sensor size, flight time, or price, and those details will ultimately decide how competitive the Leo X1 really is. But even without that, the direction is clear. DJI is positioning the Leo X1 as a high-end, ultra-light drone, a device that combines portability with pro-level features without the usual regulatory headaches. It also confirms something bigger. DJI isn't slowing down in the compact drone space. With both the Leo 1 budget option and Leo X1 premium version in the pipeline, they're clearly targeting a wide range of users. The DJI Leo X1 is shaping up to be one of the most exciting compact drones of the year, and we're likely just days away from seeing it officially take off.